It is cooking time once again, and today I'm going to whip up a delicious creamy mustard chicken. This meal is super tasty and it's super easy to make. You should have all the ingredients in your cupboard actually ready to go, except maybe the cream. Anyway, let me show you the ingredients you'll need for this recipe. Well, for this I'm using chicken breasts. I've got 4 of them. You'll need some salt and pepper. I've got some thyme, some garlic. You'll need some Dijon mustard, some thickened or heavy cream, and a cup of chicken stock. To which I just added a dash of white wine just to boost the flavours. Anyway, let's start cooking. Now with the chicken, you know how chicken has a bulbous end on it? You sort of want to make it a little bit flat so it cooks evenly. So what I'll do is I'll just get some plastic wrap and put it over my cutting board here. Hopefully there's 4 pieces in here. Oh boy, these are massive. Gee, I might have some leftovers for something else. And I'll cover those up. And I've got a rolling pin here and I'll just sort of start flattening them out. Just try and make them, you know, even in thickness, because there's nothing worse than cutting into a piece of chicken and it's still raw in the middle. Ugh, gross. Ugh. Right, that should do. Now we'll uncover this chicken, and onto there I'll put some salt, and I've got a few peppers. Got a black one here. Thought I might as well use this automatic grinder one because I own it and it'll just sit there with the batteries going flat otherwise. And I'll put my favourite pepper on, white pepper. I think KFC uses white pepper in their recipe, and well, you can taste it and it makes it taste all the better. And then we just rub it all in, and we do that to the other side as well. You don't have to, but while your hands are dirty, look, you may as well. Bit more salt, bit more peppers, and a bit more rubbing. All right, time to start cooking. Okay, well, we're cooking it all in a frying pan today. I have been heating it up. I wonder if... Oh, yeah, that's warm enough. So I'll add in some olive oil. Well, I can see some smoke, so I better just turn it down a little bit. And start frying the chicken. Now I know it's already going to be sticking to the bottom of the frying pan. Oh, is it even going to fit? Oh no. Oh. What am I going to do? It's sticking. It's too small. Will I be able to fit the 4 in there? Yes, I can. So now we just need to cook this for about 3 or 4 minutes on each side. Or you might need to cook it like for 5 minutes. Possibly even 6, depending how thick your chicken breast is. Alright, well it's been about 4 minutes. Oh, and they're not sticking anymore. Awesome. I'll turn those over and give them another 3 or 4 minutes on this side. Although we will still be continuing to cook the chicken a little bit later, so it will be getting cooked a little bit longer, so don't stress too much. Alright, well now the chicken's cooked, we'll just take it out and put on a plate. And now it's time to add some freshly crushed garlic. 2 cloves. And we'll just cook that for not too long because we don't want it to burn, of course. That should do it. And now we add in the 1 cup of chicken stock. Scrape all those good bits off the bottom of the pan. And if you did add some wine in, that bubbling and boiling will be good to help evaporate that yucky tasting alcohol. I'm actually going to jack up the heat to 9 just to make sure that alcohol is burnt off. Burn, my pretty, burn. Yeah, that should do it. Right, and back down to, well, 6. Oh, now it's time to add 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. Now, if you want to put 1 tablespoon of one mustard and 1 of a different one, like a whole grain mustard, mate, go for it. I just didn't have that in the fridge. And we'll just blend that together. Ooh, this smells great already. And next we add in the cream, half a cup. It's about 120 mils. Look, just add in as much as you want, let's face it. Oh, that's what I always do. But I might need to top it up a little bit later. Oh, look, I'll just start with that, and you can always add some more. And you want to let that simmer for about 5 minutes so it reduces and thickens up a bit. Now make sure you do come back and stir it every now and then, because it can be sticking to the bottom of your saucepan. We don't want that. Now it's time to grab your thyme. If you got the thyme, I got the place. Ah! And we need about a teaspoon of that. Oh, this smells amazing. And now it's time to reintroduce your chicken. It's got some nice juices there too. Pour those in. And we can get some of the sauce and just start pouring it over the chicken. And that's pretty much it, done. So I'm just going to let that cook for a little bit longer, let it simmer away, make sure the chicken's cooked all the way through. And I am going to be having it with some vegetables today, so by the time the veggies are ready, the chicken will be ready too. So today I'm having it with a couple of staples in the old Grego household. So I just cut off a few florets of broccoli. Cut up a few carrots into little bits so they cook nice and evenly. Probably could have used a better knife than this little knife, but anyway, it's too late now. Less washing up for later. Into the old nuking container. Add a dash of water. This is just for one, for demonstration purposes. And into the old nuker. And for that amount, I reckon I probably only need, well, I do like to cook them a little bit longer, like 3 minutes for that amount I used. Now, if your chicken is thicker in some areas, you probably do want to just cut it open and make sure it's cooked all the way through before you serve it up. All right, well, there it is. It's looking good and smelling fantastic. All right, well, I've drained my veggies. Get a bit more of this sauce to pour over the top of it. Maybe some on the veggies as well. Now, to make it even more beautiful, you might want to add some fresh herbs from the garden. So I picked some parsley here. I'll add a bit of that on. Just add some colour, a little bit of flavour. Yummo! Let's give some a try. Let's go. OMG. That tastes so good. It is quite garlicky. I might have put 3 cloves in instead of 2, but I think that makes it taste even better. and the Dijon mustard mixed in with that cream and chicken stock with a dash of white wine. Oh, mate. This is... Oh, mate. Top shelf. Well, there's a creamy mustard chicken recipe. It's just so full flavour. It's just unbelievable. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it. If you've made it this far, won't you show the video some thumbing love? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for my next cooking show. I'll see you then.
Ooh yeah, this is